Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps. Today I did a colorful stenciled card with a little spotlight area for the really sweet sentiment. Now I'm starting with the Radiant Heart stencil, and I am just going to use this open heart, and I'm going to be doing some ink blending. I chose some really soft colors. I did a yellow, pink, kind of a turquoise, and a green, and I really wanted this to be soft. Part of my inspiration was those cute conversation hearts that we always ate as a kid, and maybe we still eat them as adults sometimes, but that was kind of my inspiration for this background. Then we're going to do a little spotlight area for this sentiment. So I'm just going to ink blend up these hearts, and when I'm ink blending through a stencil, I really like to be darker around the edges. So ink blend a little bit darker around the edges and then really softly in the center. And this kind of gives your images some dimension. So if you notice here, I'm going to go in just around the edges, and that's where I concentrate most of the ink. And then I just very lightly, when most of the ink is off the brush, go to the center. So I'm just kind of taking the stencil, letting some of these images go off the side, the top, the bottom. I'm letting some of these images overlap the previous images before, because I just really want this to feel like you just have so many hearts in the background. And I love that you can see through them to the other hearts. So that was part of why I wanted to use lighter colors and just kind of a softer hand in general when I'm doing the ink blending. So now I'm going to come in with the turquoise and just blend that. I'm going to go over that yellow heart a little bit and that pink one. So you just kind of get, a little bit of blend of different colors when you're overlapping the hearts, which I think is really pretty and fun. And I don't really have a pattern of what I'm going for. I'm just kind of deciding where does this color need to be and putting it there. I thought about leaving the background there and kind of leaving some opened white area, but I opted against it and decided to bring in another color, which is the green. And I think that green is really, really pretty. And it's just really fun to kind of overlap on all of these other colors. And none of them are making a funky color, so they are mixing really, really nicely. So I'm going to add one more green heart, and then I decided at the top left I needed to bring in a little bit more of the turquoise, and I'm just doing a tiny bit of that, and then this background will be completely finished. Okay, so now here is the circle from the Sweet Stacks circles, and I'm going to put that in place, use a piece of low-tack tape, and then run this through my die cut machine. And this is the part that's going to be spotlighted and popped up when we adhere this to our card panel. I'm just going to peel that back gently, and then we've got this great little partial circle here. You could also put the circle right in the center, and that'd be really cute too. Okay, I die cut the word adore from black cardstock, and that's from the Bitty Buzzwords, and I just did that from the die itself. I die cut that 3 times. I'm just using my reverse tweezers and some liquid glue to adhere that together. And this is going to give it dimension. So this sentiment, this part of the sentiment is going to have a ton of dimension, kind of like a chipboard piece. If you wanted it to have more, you definitely could cut some more of the sentiments and adhere those together. Now in my mini Misty, I have this placed in here. I have the word adore because I want to bring in the rest of the sentiment. And it's going to say, I truly adore you. Now the rest of the sentiments are also from the Bitty Buzzwords Be Mine stamp set. And I'm just using the word adore right now. I don't have it adhered down, but it's just kind of holding the place so I know where to put the other 2 sentiments. So I'm just going to adhere those or stick those down and then close the lid of my Misty. And I'm just using the grid marks to make sure that I can get it straight and follow the lines and make sure that my sentiment is not going to be crooked. I'm going to stamp that with Honeybee Stamps black ink. I'm going to do that a couple times to get a nice, good, crisp image. And then we are going to adhere the rest of the sentiment. So the word adore, I'm just going to use some liquid glue and put that right in the center. And then we have our little spotlight area with our sentiment. And I think it's so, so cute. Now I have a white card base, A2 sized. And I'm just going to put some tape runner on the back, line up this other part of the card panel that we inked up, That's going to be adhered directly to it. And then this little spotlight piece, I'm going to pop up with some foam tape. You also could do it in reverse, pop the other part up with foam tape, and then this would just kind of be inlaid in a way. But I decided to do it like this. Then I'm going to finish this card off with some little white hearts. These are the Be Mine clay hearts and some liquid glue. I'm just going to add a few of those around. And then this card is completely finished. It's so super easy, so colorful, so cute. I really love how this turned out. I love all the overlapping hearts. And just this one little image on your stencil can make this really fun, pretty card. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this project, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.